Oh dear. Morning all. Morning all. Hey, how we doing? Let's wait for a few of you. Oh, lovely people to pop in. The sun's out. It's as windy as you like. Really, really windy. Really windy. But it's all good, man. It's all good. How we all doing? Is everybody all right this morning? Awake and well? Hey, mate, you all right? How we doing? I don't know where you get these notifications, but you lot done off steaming quick. It's lovely. Lovely to see you all. Bosh. Here we go then. Are we enjoying the shit show? You can't make it up, can you? Can't make it up. Yeah, UBI. UBI is coming, ladies and gentlemen. UBI, Universal Basic Income. We're all going to be getting the UBI. UBI. Sounds like UB40, doesn't it? Yeah, I used to love their tunes. I still do love their tunes, to be fair. Yeah. The favourite geezer of that band was Astral. I used to love Astral. He was good. He still is. Proper. Yeah, lovely to see you all. Owen Lloyd Martin. All right, gorgeous. Top bloke. Top geezer. Oh, by the way, my mate Jason Nota has been deplatformed off of Facebook, along with his 60,000 followers, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, that is something epic. But he's sorted out and started up his own platform, and it runs just like Facebook. It's going to be good. You're going to enjoy it. I'll be giving you all that information as and when it appears. Georgina Hahn, hello, darling. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I hope your bum cheeks are warm this morning. Deb Starr, all right, hey, guys, up my little plastic greenhouse for the garden night to tie it down last night. Did ya? My missus has to tie me down in the night time. Yeah, still got it, man. 54 coming soon. Still got it. Deb, still got it. Never left. Never went. How you doing, Lou Stubbington? Hello, Lou. How you doing, darling? Awake and well. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, not too bad. Afternoon from the West Oz, Stevie J. I've got quite a lot of mates out in Australia. I tell you, I've got a lot of family and friends out in Australia. I'm loving it, and I'd love to be out there right now. It must be cooking. The sun must cook you. Frankie McElherron, mooning. How you doing, darling? Lovely to see you. Frank, I've been reconfiguring all my solar system. Yeah, so what do we make of all this stuff that's going on? I'm laughing, isn't it? Oh, by the way, a friend of mine yesterday, he popped in and see me 2 days ago, bearing gifts. He bought some pastries with him, beautiful, getting me fat. So he popped in. He lives in Kent in a very little sleepy place, a bit like me. I live in a very sleepy place, considering. And he was travelling down like a bypass road. It got to a junction, and this car blacked out, windows all souped up, exhaust pipes, lowered its windows and shot his windows out. I don't understand it. I mean, why do we all turn a blind eye to that? Oh, he's shook up, man, and he's a big dude. He's going to shake you up. It was a bit of this, whatever it was. I don't know whether it was what sort of weapon they used, but he's got some of the stuff buried in his headrest. I mean, Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on? You've nicked me sunshine this morning, give it back. Yeah, sun's out, guys. Sun is out. Look, it's proper. Can you see the sun? Oh, yeah, the sun is shining this morning, ladies and gentlemen. The sun is shining. How you live life claim going? Yeah, all good. I'm just getting myself into a position where I can give the government all their stuff back. Yeah, they're going to be getting it all back this year. Every single government ID they're getting back. Why? Because they're evil. I don't do evil. I do the good book. I do this. I really do. Joshua chapter 8 verse 1. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Thou shalt observe and do according to all that is written therein. For then shall thou make their way prosperous. So if you want to prosper in this world, you've got to keep the law of the Lord, man. I'm telling you. I'm just one of God's ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen. A bit like the Queen should be. She's very far removed from God. and so are all the others as well. The Harry and Meghan show, I don't overly think too many people have paid attention to it, so I think that's backfired. Oprah Winfrey was funny. Did you see the way she when they said that? So it's one of the royal families like been making waves about the colour of your baby, and Oprah went, oh, like someone had just grabbed her airy muff. Oh, she went, oh. I'm like, look, guys, the only difference between us and people with different skin colour is how close to the equator you was born. Because if you was born in Africa and you was born a little pinky, you used to struggle, right? That's the only difference that separates. It's just a pigment in the skin. It's just a pigment in the skin. There's nothing different on the inside. The souls are the same. The spirit's the same. The blood's the same. There's no different. But it just depends how close to the equator you was born or not. Over here, we don't get much sun. It's a bit different. Like if you go to Edinburgh and see our brothers and sisters from Scotland. See, we're white, but they're blue. I'm like, the times I've been to Scotland and I've looked at people, I'm thinking, my good God, someone needs a sunbed. You know what I mean? I don't do too bad in the sun. I go a nice colour when I get in the sun. I really do. I got offered to go out to spend some time with Owen Lloyd Martin yesterday and catch up on my tan out in Portugal. If I could get out there, I probably would. Morning, Dave. Aurora Storm. How are you, darling? Nice to see you. Hope you're all good. Same here. God bless you. I don't play with other men and women. Trust on all levels. Kerry Ann, you made me laugh the other day. Oh, Kerry Ann, I tell you, it was so funny. She was doing a quiz show. Kerry Ann was doing a quiz show. It was so funny. So funny. We need to keep in honour and walk in love. Lockdown is anti-love. Of course it is. I've never worn a mask. Don't intend to wear a mask. All my people in my local village, right? They're now getting gangster. They're now all jumping on this bandwagon because the doctor's surgery ain't seeing them properly and ain't getting all the prescriptions sorted out. People are having to wait to see a doctor, get their prescriptions. It's all being a bit messed up. And I said, well, it's because the chosen ones have now turned on the peasants. All these doctors and that, they're all chosen. We're the chosen ones. Yes, you peasants do what we say. Nah, mate, I ain't having that. That's how this country rolls, man. Not a chance. I'm doing rebuttals at present. Go on, my son. Awake and well. Bless you, man. We need to keep. Yeah, we've done it. Morning, Fiona Pullen. Lovely to see you. And then because you got Piers Morgan walked out, didn't he, the other morning? Piers went. He just got up and stormed out as if that weren't all pre-rehearsed and pre-scripted. You see all the face of the ones when he got and walked out there went, oh. No one's really taken much of no one's really taken much attention to Piers Morgan. Apparently, he's got over 40,000 people whinging and moaning about him now because he was like, "How dare you attack the royal family? How dare you?" Listen, the royal family ain't nothing special. They're just men and women playing a part. They're actors on a stage, ladies and gentlemen. That's all they are. They're acting. Shakespeare said the world's a stage. He weren't far wrong. The whole world's a stage. The coppers are actors. We're all acting. We're all acting in the capacity of persons. It's got to stop. It really has got to stop. You don't pick where you come out. No, of course you don't. Identity politics is divisive and evil. It seeks to compartmentalise us. And that's a massive word, mate. I'm loving that. And set us apart from each other. Let us all be judged by the content of our arts. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm going to give you a hug. Oh, man. Today's the day. My friend lost her mother 3 years ago. She had cancer and had gone to the Swiss Alps, I do believe, to have something called GC Math, which is a very good thing. You can make GC Math yourself, actually. You can make the GC Math yogurt. And sadly, her mum passed away of an embolism on the way home on the aeroplane. How's your luck? So today's the day. 3 years ago, she lost her mother. Bearing in mind, it's Mother's Sunday. This weekend, ladies and gentlemen, if you have your mothers, cherish them. Cherish them. Bonnet the douche, Del Boy. Love it to see you, son. Love it to see you. It's very windy here today, and it's even windy outside. Majority of my family have had the jab. Bosh. They're all having a go at me as I don't want it. Well, that's pressure, isn't it, Pippa? What? Look, if I want to have a jab stuck in my arm, I'll have it. But does it give me the right to go around and start grilling everyone and telling them you're an idiot because you ain't having it? No, it doesn't. But because it bolsters up the government, see, the government whip so much spin, didn't they? And everyone jumps on this furore. It's like they've all become government collaborators. They can't think with their own minds anymore. They're mindless. Whatever Chris Whitty and Matt Hancock and that say, people do it without question. It's very dangerous. I've always someone that's questioned everything. I've always like, well, actually, if you say that's happening, why is that happening? I want to know why. I want to know the mechanics behind the thing. Why is that happening? Why have we got to do that? Why everyone's got to wear a mask? Everyone's got to walk down the beachy edge, jump straight off the edge. Come on, line up. Come on. I'd be surprised, mate, the amount of people. If Boris Johnson and Matt Hancock come out somewhere and went, oh dear, it's too many of you. You're going to go down beachy edge and just fall off the edge now. People would be queuing up, buying tickets to get down there. They'd be paying to get down there. Yeah, that's it. I'm first. No, Matt Hancock said I've got to go first. What's the matter with you? Come on. It's a joke. It's a joke. They've gripped everyone's life so badly, and they've only managed to do it through the media, radio, TV, newspapers. Before TV, before this black box up in the corner of the room there, which we all think is quite sinister, but it's very subliminal. I mean, there's someone shared a Disney picture the other day of, and it's got a big blue willy on it, and this bird's got a hand over the top of it. It's supposed to look like some sort of an umbrella or something, or part of a dress, but you can see it's a massive penis. And Piers Morgan's a massive penis. It's so funny. I hope everyone just turns on him. You know, he said to everyone just at Christmas, oh, you stay at home, you ain't allowed to go nowhere. You stay indoors, you observe your 2 metre. He was out in some Caribbean, sunning his man boobs, laid out, Sparko, sound asleep. Someone must have heard him snoring from the other end of the beach and walked up past him, took a picture. There's Piers Morgan with red islands in the sun, right, snoring his arse off with a book laid out on it. And I'm just thinking, you hypocrite. That is, I mean, it ain't down to me what Piers Morgan gets up to in his life. It's up to him. You know, it really, really is. His life's got nothing to do with me. But the sheer hypocrisy of these people, look at them, they're all up to it, aren't they, ladies and gentlemen? They just want to have complete and utter control over you. But they're going to get their way soon, because you're all going to be having this UBI. You're all going to be having this basic income. You are, you know, universal basic income. It's coming for every single people. They're going to phase out cash. No one's going to have cash anymore. My God, they have really shagged this country sideways, haven't they? And we all just go along with it. We pay no attention as long as our mortgages are paid, as long as our bills are paid, as long as we've got a warm house and a bit of grub. We couldn't care less what they do to our kids in these schools. We couldn't care less the indoctrination nation. We couldn't care. We're producing robots now. You know, don't think we're your soul and spirit. No, you just be a good slave. You just do what you're told. Yeah, you get out and go. It's got to stop, man. It's got to stop. It's not what this country was founded on and built on. It's really, really not. Yesterday, a group of 10 maskless people went into Sainsbury's locally. Oh, we're getting the rogues popping out now. They're doubling up. They're not going in on their own no more. They're going in tens. I'm loving it. Majority of my family have had the jab. Oh, bless you. And they think you're completely nuts. Well, listen, Lou, I've got a bit of a theory behind all this jabbing. And I've got a theory that they did this experiment on ferrets years ago. They give a big group of ferrets, a certain strain of what thing that they wanted to do. And they was all fine and dandy, these ferrets. They was all fine and dandy. They had a resistance to this thing, and they was all having a nice time. And then a few months later, they introduced a different strain. And they was all dead. Killed them all. All dead. We know that there's a depopulation plan. If actual fact, I should do some screen sharing, because we could pull up these pages and I could show you. That's probably a good thing to do. I might do that later today. The Georgia Guidestones. You know, I use my StreamYard lab thing, and we'll pull the page up. We'll go through the Georgia Guidestones. Clearly describe that population will be at 500 million by 2050. Now, the Georgia Guidestones are in Georgia in America, funnily enough, and they was erected back in the 70s by a guy, an artiste that designed these concrete tablets. I mean, it ain't fucking rocket science. And they've got all about 6 or 7 different languages around it: Arabic, English, American, Australian, Irish, Scottish, all these different languages. And don't tell me you don't get confused by dialect. I fucking do. So anyway, they've got these things that go around, and it says by 2050, humanity will be in. But then when you talk to people, they go, "Oh, you're crazy. What's the matter with you? Sort your life. How do you mean the Twin Towers come down at free full speed and were detonated? You're crazy, man. Bin Laden took them down. Some little man living in a cave somewhere. He smashed them up. Yeah, he took down the biggest military superpower in the world. Of course he did. He managed to do it. He's clever, that Bin Laden." And everyone goes, "Oh, yeah, yeah. You know, them buildings fell at free full speed." You know, and people say, oh, yeah, the velocity of the ones burning above took the others like out. Leave off, do me a favour. God, Jesus. I don't know what you can say. You should never be pressured into anything in life. No, never. Back in the 80s, Frank. 80s, yes. So, look, you know, it's clearly saying that population is going to be at 500 million in perpetual balance with nature by 2050. So it don't take a lot of working out that they do genuinely believe these people that seem to run the world, the Bilderbergers and all that, that Princess Beatrice, not Beatrice, who's the Dutch queen, or I don't know. But they all have these meetings, and they decide Kenny Clark, our old senior politician that liked a boxing match, he was no, it weren't Kenneth Clark that liked. Who was the boxer? That was John Thingy, wasn't it? Someone threw a pie at him, and he turned around and punched his lights out, or had a few punches before he got into his Jaguar. Funny as fuck. So yeah, they have these meetings and they decide all these things, how we're going to deal with the peasants, and they come up with this thing that the world is overpopulated. The world's not overpopulated. It's just our way of living that makes it look as though we're overpopulated, because we don't look after our own affairs no more. We don't all grow our own food. We don't all keep our own chickens and this, that, the other. We don't. And they've piled everyone into tower blocks and this, that, the other. But actually, if you got in an aeroplane and flew over the country, you'll see loads and loads and loads and loads of landmass. Loads of it. Loads of it. So overpopulation is a load of bollocks. Thanks. I'm definitely not going to have it. Well, free will. We do believe we've got free will. We certainly have the right to say yes or no to what goes into our bodies. Surely to God we must have. John Prescott, yeah, didn't he throw a right hook, didn't he? I thought, go on, John's done a bit of boxing in his time. Look at him go. Bosh, he had his suit on and all, didn't he? Armani suit. He turned around quick. It was like watching Minder. I thought he's got to be related to Terry McCann. Got to be. God, so love that series, Terry McCann, Minder. George Cole. Oh, mate, when Minder come on, even now I watch it. Oh, it takes me back in the days. It really does. You've received your appointment today, have you? Oh, bless. Oh, come in and have your jab, children. It's going to be good for you. So, look, all I'm saying is if you want to have it, you go and have it, yeah? But certainly not coming up my pipe. Lou states firmly it's your body if your choice. Some people would be put into a banana up their bum if the government told them to. Yeah, they would, yeah. Yeah. It depends how big the banana is. You get some real big nanas, can't you? You get some little, they do the little bite-size, fun-size ones. Maybe that's why they're called fun-size. Don't know, do you? Pete's, listen, you got to laugh at all this shit, right? I don't care how dismal your day's getting, how down and depressed you're all feeling. You got to, look, I come in here, I don't care what I look like. I should be working in my garage doing all my solar set. I ain't done my hair this morning. Do I care? I don't care. I don't care if people laugh at me. I don't care if people want to take the mickey. It don't bother me. It really, really doesn't. I've got thick skin. Just call me Rhino. I'm like a rhinoceros, man. I really am. But what I want you to do is just be happy and smile and get out and live your lives. Go to the park, go to the beach, go wherever the fuck you want to go. Because you only get one shot at this while you're in your own physical form. And the government have just taken 2 years away from you. For what? Something that's no worse than the flu season. No worse than the flu season. 20 to 40,000 people a year die of the flu. No one has issy fit about that. No one's shutting down the gyms and the clubs and all the pubs because of the flu season turning into pneumonia, are they? Oh, you better not have that pint of Guinness. You might get pneumonia. Are we having a laugh? Who are we kidding? Now, because all these big pubs and that, they've shut down, they've gone out of business, guess who's going to come in and clean up and buy them all? You guessed it, the likes of Weatherspoons and all these corporate conglomerates. Yes, it don't take a rocket scientist to work out there's a massive land grab going on, does it? Oh, Dave, a rhino bighorn. Yes. Oh, yeah, you can't beat a rhino's bighorn. As long as he's on the end of his nose, he's all right. Eddie Goldtooth. Oi up. How's up, son? I had a couple of texts to get the jab. I blocked and reported them as spam. Yeah, I don't blame them. I used to love a bit of spam. So we could get back in the day. Listen, back in the day, spam was pretty much on the menu. You know, we used to love it in this country. Where are you going? Oh, I'm going down Shot Marge. We're getting, I've got to get a couple of tins of spam, and I. What? Yeah. And the other one was Fray Bentos pies. Oh, where are you going? I'm going up there to get some Fray Bentos. But where are you going for them? B-Jams. B-Jams do Fray Bentos? Yeah, I buy 3 at a time. 3 at a time I do. Always on the Fray Bentos. We was. It was fucking funny name, wasn't it? Fray Bentos. Sounds like Brazilian. It's like sitting down and having a Brazilian pie. Where you been tonight? Fray Bentos. Oh, it sounds warm. What's it like out there, the weather? Peeps, look, keep smiling, right? Don't let this get you down. You got to laugh at it all. When someone says you ain't got a mask on, laugh. Make them smile. Don't get all depressed and deep down and just tell them you love them, man, and just have a laugh and a joke with them. Tell them that they're looking good today and that they're feeling fine and dandy. You'll be just fine, man. They won't never come and touch you. I love a Fray Bentos pie, yum pastry to die for, Fiona. I'm not arguing with you, sweetheart. I'm not. I'm really not. Lovely to see you, Ed. How you doing, son? You all right? I talked to your nephew quite a bit. He's a dude, isn't he? He is that. That Wesley. He's a good lad. So yeah, Jason Noter has got a platform coming to you guys very, very, very soon. And it is just like Facebook, right? It really, really, really is. The way that it runs, the way that you can comment and this, that, the other. You're really, really going to love it. And he's piled an absolute fortune in to get it up and running to as it is. It's coming to you on the 1st of April this year, right? Because he knows that dates and that are very important to this corporate world that we live in. And it's going to be good. You're really going to be, it's called Unplugged. And it is something that you can just share your views without being told that you're going in a sin bin, without being fact checked and everything. So it is literally going to be just like, it's far better than MeWe. Far, far better than MeWe. And all Jason's asked me to ask you guys is if you get over there and you sponsor it, and you can do 20 pence a week, 50p, a pound, a tenner, because it's cost him a fortune, and he's got it up and running. He just needs to get it, and they're not going to be able to take this platform down, ladies and gentlemen, because he's got it hosted. He's got the website hosted, not in this country, very far away. So if they take it down in one area, it'll pop back up in another. So it's something that they're not ever going to be able to shut down. All right. So Jason Noter, let me tell you, he has put a lot in to the truth movement in the last 10 years. He's really passionate about that. And he started to do this website himself, this platform, quite a few months ago, last year, in fact. And he's got it well and truly sorted. So once it comes, it's going to be good. I had a chat with Chico the other day. Chico's really nice. He's a lovely dude. I've met Chico. He's a dude. He's lovely. He's got a nice way about him. Choose love. Choose high vibration. Don't choose the negativity. Don't choose the hate. Don't worry about people that are not up to speed with you yet. If you've got someone that starts talking to you about stuff, don't let them wind you up. Bring them along for the ride. You know, remember, we all woke up at some point, and bring them with you. Put your arm around them, cuddle them, and bring them with you. Don't denigrate on them. Don't make them look stupid or feel stupid. That's not the way to go with this. It's not about judging. This is about bringing your brothers and sisters home to the truth. All right? That's all this is all about, and it's about oneness. What's the platform called, please? It's going to be called Unplugged. If I had my mobile on me, I'll show you the video that he sent me this morning. It looks really, really good. And you're going to be able to put up there whatever it is you want without being subjected to Mark Zuckertitz's. You can't post this. Oh, we fact checked you. Christ's sake. Yeah, no, Chico Aurora Storm, he's a right, proper, lovely man. I'm telling you. I might be doing an interview soon with Sasha Stone. I've had a correspondence via email from his woman that books all his appointments in, because Sasha has all his stuff booked in, a bit like me, really. And yeah, maybe that's on the cards. I've known of Sasha, never chatted with Sasha Stone. He's a dude, he puts his art out there, and he's trying to create things for us, the people, to get away from this corporatocracy, this thing that now owns us. Do you realise people, they claim to own you? How sick is that? But in reality, they only own a piece of paper. That's all they can ever claim to own. They can never claim to own God's creation. God would smite them. They can't never claim to own this book. They can't never claim to own God's people. But they can certainly own and control a piece of paper, and they can certainly trick us into believing that we are that piece of paper. So, what are you thinking about the census, guys? I read the Germans using the census to identify the Jews. They did. The Jewish people had to wear black armbands. They had to wear gold stars of slightly different colours if you was a gypsy. Because we all know that our gypsies and Romany people are being attacked by the mainstream, and we're all ostracised against them. We're all told that they're dirty, horrible people. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. All the Romany gypsies, right, that I've ever met in my life, ever since I was a kid, that I've always thought were decent, all right people. And you get a lot of people out there that are not Romany gypsies, or not gypsies, that are arseholes anyway. So what we shouldn't do is tar everyone with the same brush. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'm not here preaching at all. I'm just saying, let people be people, man. Let people be people. If someone wants to scream and shout at you because you're not wearing a mask, let them rent. Just smile at them, tell them you love them. Just say, look, listen, I'm sorry, but I love you, man. And I don't care what you scream and shout and holler at me. If you want to slap me on the left cheek, I'll offer you the right one too. Come on, get it out. What's the matter with you? Because we shouldn't escalate stuff. We should just let people have been scared shitless, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, the government's done a really... Chris Whitty, he's out there, the doom for, we don't know whether this one's going to get you next. The kids, they're going to have the jabs. Yeah, we don't know when it's coming in, but a lot of people are going to die. Chris Whitty yesterday, the master of fear porn. He is the Dr. Doom. Telling everyone, how does he know? Was he got a crystal ball? Does he go and sit with Septic Peg every night? Oh, Septic Peg, what's happening tomorrow? Oh, Chris, I'm glad you're here. Sit down, son. This one's tight. Oh, what is it? What have you seen? Oh, the kids are going to get it. If they don't get the vaccine, they're going to be dead. I better get out and tell the nation. Thank you, Septic Peg. Thank you for looking into the future and predicting what's coming. Have you got the lottery numbers, by the way? Oh, I don't need them. I'm a minister. I'm a man that works on a finger. I've got plenty of money. I wonder how much money they're getting from all these vaccine programs. I wonder how much money Matt Hancock's made from distributing all these vaccine programs. We know that Pfizer made £50 million of profit with this so-called vaccine that they've been popping in and out with, but, whether we get censored on these platforms, who knows? But we've got to take a chance, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to stand up. We've got to be counted. We can't just roll over. We're going to strike you. Why? Why am I getting striked? Because you're going against government guidelines. Oh, what happened to free speech? Do we still have it? Peeps, I'm going to go. I've got stuff to do. Just wanted to pop in and see you this morning. Have a little chat with you. Have a coffee. Be good. Be careful. Don't let them wind you up. And remember, we're all born free. All right? And we should all just look at each other with total awe, total love, total compassion. And that's the world I want to see. I want to see a world where we're all just suffering from greatness again, and not all this evil, wicked stuff that's going on. My mate, driving down the road, got his rear window shot out yesterday, and there's debris in his headrest that was about 8 inches from his head. People, what is going on? I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Get your electoral registrars. the sensors form, I've been lighting my log burners with them. It's fantastic. And I'll go up quick. Oof.